These are from something that really happened in the south of Syria. Families were giving martyrs to the regime or to war, let's say. They were granted a goat in return for their sacrifice. So it was like really a literal thing that happened, but also it's for me very symbolic and very brutal and very surreal and very real. I was so reluctant to the idea about writing immediately. I really had this kind of resistance that it's not the time yet. I was like really spent a lot of time, and I knew that I can do documentaries, but I cannot do theater or poetry. And then there was something that was like filtering among everything else that I was hearing, which is the surreal that is taking place. The relation between reality and surreal was like really shocking for me, because we started to normalize with what is not real and to consider it as real and to go one step further. So it's just to give you an example. So let's say we have a power cut, and then we say, okay, we accept power cut. We can live without it, but what is important is to still have water. And then the next step is we don't have water, and say, okay, it's okay as long as we still have, let's say, fuel. And then we don't have fuel, and then it's okay as long as we still have food. So I mean, there were steps that we're getting. You're just like getting water up there, and you're just like, yeah, okay, I'm still living. You know, just like we get used to it. You know, just like. What we're, for example, surprised, yeah, only one goat, so we start to question the next step. It's only one goat, so it's about the goat is enough, you know, just like sometimes this is the steps of, you know, that we're normalized with. And then your whole ration, your whole, logic also get twisted, because yes, this goat is giving something to the family. They are happy about it. Who am I to say that you don't have to take the goat? You know, so it's also, what is truth? You know, in this sense, I started to feel like, what if the family really needs the goat? What if it really makes a difference for them? Because they are poor, and this makes a difference, but the implication is so humiliating, but they need the goat. And then there's one point, full stop, go to the other. Can they refuse the goat? So it's not that easy of accepting and refusing. It's also complicated. What was happening in Syria alongside me drafting and redrafting and working with the Royal Court and reading and listening to news, and the more I go on writing about what I think I know, the more I'm sure that things are changing and I don't know more.